play my favorite sex toy. I'm so happy to have you today. We have two wonderful actresses, Amanda Andrews and Jessica Pell. But before the play, we have a lovely, adorable, just want to pinch your little cheeks, stand-up opener, Courtney Autera from Long Island. Give it up!
Thank you so much. Oh my god, hey guys! Hey. My name is Courtney. This is my first time opening for a show at the Broadway Comedy Club. I wish my dad could make it here tonight, but he actually couldn't come because I've never met him. But yeah, I'm from Long Island. I do a lot of driving, but I'm actually a really terrible driver. Any other bad drivers here? Yeah, look, all the hot people over here, love it. I was driving to the train station today, and I was on a red light for like 5 minutes, and I looked to my right, and the guy next to me just wouldn't stop hitting his vape. The only thing I'd hit was the minibus in front of me. Yeah, I'm a terrible driver, you guys, but I never get tickets. Like, I've never gotten a red light ticket before, but that's probably because I drive through yellow lights like I'm crossing the finish line in Mario Kart. But I have tricks for getting out of tickets. Like, for example, the other day I got pulled over, and the cop comes up to my car, and he's like, "Did you know you were driving on the wrong side of the road?" And I looked at him, and I was like, "Oh dear, I'm sorry. I didn't know that's the wrong side." And he just kind of stared at me for a minute, and he was like, "Alright, I'll give you a warning." And what's weird is, like, people still trust me to give them rides. Like, a lot of my comedian friends ask me for rides after the show because, like, I don't drink. And I'm not sure if they assume it's because I'm 20 or because they know I'm pregnant. Yeah, I turned 20 last week, and I went to a restaurant, like a Japanese hibachi restaurant for my birthday with my family. And at dessert, like, they gave me ice cream and they gave me this decoration, and it's like a flower with candles that sings. And I thought it was so cute, so I brought it home. But the only issue was this thing didn't have an off switch. So I put it in my shed for the night, and the next day I brought it to school, and I put it in the green room where the theater kids hang out, because I want them to know what it feels like when something won't stop fucking singing. It's a bit hypocritical because I actually do theater myself. I take a lot of acting classes. Like, the other day I was in acting class, and my teacher said our assignment for the next week is to bring in a monologue that we strongly connect to. So I chose a monologue that I strongly connect to. It's from the movie He's Just Not That Into You. And then, like, acting teachers expect you to have read every play that ever existed. They're like, "Courtney, you need to read Hamlet, Our Town, Pippin, Hair, Death of a Mailman." I'm like, I can't even read stop signs. I think we need to take it back a few levels. And then everyone has a favorite actor and actress. Like, what's your name up front?
Angel.
Angel. Who's your favorite actor or actress?
Robert De Niro.
Robert De Niro. Oh, he's so good. Okay, Angel, ask me who my favorite actor is.
Who's yours?
Well, I have a few, Angels. So my favorite actors are the people on Impractical Jokers who pretend not to know who the Impractical Jokers are when they get pranked. Like that's my dream role, but I feel like it's too advanced for me right now. Like, if Sal Volcano came up to me on the street, I feel like I could keep my cool for a little bit, but then I'd be like, "Oh my god, I love your podcast!" And then, you guys, I have this friend, Rachel, who's an actress, but she takes this acting thing, like, too seriously. Like, the other day, I asked her, "Rachel, why is your Instagram username the official Rachel Bradley? You're not famous." And she said, "Well, I was actually in a major motion picture. You should look it up." And so I did. And it turns out she actually was in this movie. Rachel Bradley played the official pedestrian number 27. And just think, I know her! Rachel actually had an anniversary party last weekend for her and her boyfriend Todd, and I thought it was a lot of fun. Like, they had a tent in the backyard, catered sushi to the house, hired a DJ, but I did think it was a bit over the top for a 2-week anniversary. So I was like, "Rachel, what are you planning for your 3-week anniversary?" She said, "Todd's taking me to dinner, and then we're going to a really fancy hotel called the Quality Inn." You guys, I was in Forever 21 last weekend, and I saw this guy wearing a cool shirt, and his shirt had a flag on it with a pink, purple, and blue stripe. So I went up to him, and I was like, "Hi, I like your shirt. What country is that flag from?" He said, "Honey, I'm bisexual." I I was like, oh, that is so cool. So you speak English and Spanish. He was like, no, it's LGBT pride. I was like, oh, okay, so like South America, cool. You guys like prank calling? I love prank calling. I'll never forget this one time I was like 12 and I was at a sleepover with a few friends. And I called Wendy's and I was like, hi, can I get some McFries? The guy on the phone said, no, but you can go McFuck yourself. So I hung up and I was like, what a big dick. I love messing with people, I really do. Like, I don't know if you guys remember those shops on the beach that would sell the sweatshirts that said lifeguard on them. But when I was a kid, I had a sweatshirt that said lifeguard, Jones Beach. At the end of the day, when the real lifeguard would leave the beach, I would sit on the lifeguard chair with my sweatshirt and tell all the kids on the beach that I was the lifeguard. And it was really funny until they all drowned. This past summer, I had a job for some reason. And like I had to take care of an older woman on my block with some hearing issues. And one day I was at her house early and I was like, hi Agnes, I'm here early because you have a hair appointment. I wouldn't want you to be late. She said, I'm getting laid. I was like, no, you have a haircut. I don't want you to be late. She was like, I'm not getting a haircut. Not if I'm getting laid. Jobs are hard, you guys. Like last weekend, I had a job interview at literally Taco Bell, and I walk into the room and the guy that's interviewing me comes over to me and he's like, hi, I'm Bobby Bush. And I was like, hi Bobby Bush, I'm Courtney Grass. I didn't get the job. And I have a friend who works there, and I found out later on that I did not get the job because I laughed at Bobby Bush, but it was actually because Bobby Bush thought that I was 13. I know, I look younger than I am. Last year I was on vacation in the British Virgin Islands with my family, and we were in the middle of the Caribbean Sea one day, and all of a sudden I saw a glass bottle with a note inside, and I got so excited because like there could be a 100-year-old story inside, and I'll be featured all over the news. So I'm swimming towards it, I take the note out, it has one sentence. It says, I'm here to contact you about your car's extended warranty. Yeah, they'll find you. A few years ago, I was at a very serious family gathering, and my grandma was talking to my mom, and my mom said to my grandma, hey, you know, Courtney is a gymnast now. She's been doing gymnastics. And my grandma was like, oh, that's wonderful. Courtney, show us a cartwheel. I was like, I would, Grandma, but not right now. Not in front of that casket. Yeah, I'm in college right now. College is different. Like, I get bullied by kids who watch anime. Does anyone here watch anime? Yeah? What kind of anime? Hentai? Shoujo.
Hentai too, though.
Hentai too, yeah. If you don't know what that is, don't look it up. But yeah, I go to a small performing arts school here in New York, so like I just have to be careful what I say sometimes in front of my classmates. Like I was in class the other day and I accidentally said the R word, you know, Republican. And this girl looks back at me and she's like, shut up, you capitalist cunt. I'm like, I don't know what a capitalist is, but cunt's pretty accurate. And I'll leave you with this, guys. I was at my friend's house yesterday, and her mom is like a little crazy. Like, she claims to be this intuitive psychic who can contact souls on the other side. So, like, I was in the kitchen, and I go up to her mom, and I'm like, hey, can you reach out to my grandma? Her mom's like, wait a minute, Courtney. She's here with us right now. And Courtney, she says she loves you very much. I was like, I sure hope she does, but I just need you to call her to come pick me up. That's my time for tonight. We got a great show ahead of you. Thank you guys.
Hey there. It's been a while, huh?
Yeah, hey, I know.
You been getting it somewhere else?
No, not at all.
Dating that bad?
You gotta ask.
Look, I'm a sex toy.
I know what you are.
Don't be ashamed of me.
I'm not, well, Why were you trying to ask me about my sex life?
Because I want to ask you.
Is it just like asking me how the weather is or something? Like, what is that about? It drives me crazy.
Me asking you what's dating like is, yes, my version of what's the weather like. Like, how's the dating pool? How's the fucking?
Do you actually want me to answer those questions?
What I actually want is for you to use me. My silicone is aching to be touched.
Look, I haven't forgotten about you.
Oh, don't feel like it.
Look, I want you to know that you are my favorite sex toy.
Really?
Yes, really? Why would I make that up? You're absolutely my favorite.
You can be coy.
Oh, but not with you. Never with you. With the others, maybe a little.
You have other sex toys?
Yeah, under the bed, just like you. I keep all of you in separate boxes.
I thought I was the only one.
You wanted me to be honest.
Yeah, but how many do you have?
I mean, there's about a dozen others.
A dozen?
You wanted me to be honest.
Yeah, but a dozen? How big are the others?
What?
Am I the biggest one?
Why does it matter?
Just answer the question.
Why do you care?
So I'm not the biggest.
I didn't say that.
You have bigger sex toys.
You're putting words in my mouth.
Why don't you put me in your mouth, huh? Or am I not big enough for you?
Look, I told you you were my favorite. All I wanted was 30 minutes of peace and regaining my connection to myself tonight.
Knowing you, you'll need an hour.
Fine, an hour. Sometimes playing some Al Green and lighting candles helps set the mood.
You're gonna wear that lace thing, or just stick with whatever Swiss cheese cotton undies you got on right now?
Okay, I'll change.
Whatever makes you comfortable.
Yeah, this is about me.
It's always all about you.
Only with you.
What can I say? I'm magnanimous.
How do you know that word?
What do you think I do with all the time you don't use me?
Watch porn?
Yeah, but I also read. Gets lonely under that bed. I like to cultivate my imagination.
I don't want you to be lonely.
Then touch me.
I do touch you.
Not like you used to. What's holding you back? Relax.
Okay. I don't know. I'm trying to relax. I just sometimes.
Relax.
I mean, that's not really.
Just relax.
Fucking fine already. I'm relaxed.
No, you're not.
Of course I'm not. You just told me to relax like 15 million times. That never fucking works.
I've never gotten that feedback before.
Well, you're getting it now.
You think you own me?
I literally do. I bought you from a truck stop.
It doesn't matter where you bought me.
I remember the exit. Ooh, and I remember the taquito I bought too.
Don't ever put me in the same category as a taquito. We're not of the same class.
Well, you were in the same part of the store.
What do retail workers know?
That's kind of classist.
You're calling me a snob?
You are.
You don't even use drugstore lube.
Why should
It's
I?
all the same.
You should be more selective, I think.
I'm plenty selective. Should I remind you of all the things you've slathered
Oh
on
God, are
me?
you gonna bring up the chocolate syrup again? Who doesn't like chocolate?
I'm not trying to shame you.
Yeah, well, you sure love to bring it up.
You were so playful then.
I'm still playful.
We're not dead yet.
Oh, gee, thanks.
There's still time to play.
I know there's still time to play.
Carpe diem, baby.
Okay, don't be so ominous.
About carpe diem? Come on. I'm not talking about your mortality.
Well, what are you talking about then?
I'm talking about your time to give birth.
Well, that wasn't going to be my next guess, but
Don't you want to have kids?
do you realize how ironic it is for you to ask me that question?
I'm pro-life.
Yeah, well, you were next to the condoms in the store.
I said I was next to the taquitos.
You were next to both. It was a truck stop.
What else does a truck stop sell?
What doesn't a truck stop sell?
I just don't understand why you'd need so much stuff on the road.
Because truckers live on the road. When they're working, they sleep in their trucks.
That sounds exhausting. How's that relaxing?
It's not. I don't know. I mean, I never really thought about it. I just go to truck stops and try not to buy all the candy in the clearance bins.
You're such a goody-goody.
Hey, at least I own a sex toy.
What good is owning something if you're not going to use it?
Some people are just collectors, you know? I mean, honestly, I don't want to think about my ex or some dumb date. Oh shit, is dumb another word I'm not supposed to use?
Yeah.
Fuck.
If only.
There's still so much I have to learn.
Yeah, that's everybody.
I'm a really bad person.
For saying dumb? Come on, it's not 100% PC, but...
I am. I killed my ex.
What?
You can't tell anybody.
Who am I gonna tell?
I don't know, but don't tell anybody.
I promise.
Okay. It's good that I can trust you.
You can trust me. But you can't trust me with just that itty-bitty nugget. I need the whole fucking enchilada!
You want the whole story?
Do you just want half of an orgasm?
So, I was walking in Greenwich Village.
You killed him? In Greenwich Village? But isn't that like a shishi neighborhood? Don't the Olsen twins live there?
The Olsen twins? Are you afraid that my murder interrupted an episode of Full House or something?
It's called Fuller House now, and it's been canceled, so...
Do you want me to tell this story or not?
So this murder...
Yes, so I was just walking on McDougal Street when I noticed him sitting in our spot at our coffee shop.
Was it his coffee shop before you started
No,
dating?
it was new to both of us when we both started going there.
What was he doing?
He was drinking coffee like an asshole. He always put his pinky up when he drank coffee, always.
I thought that was supposed to be elegant.
Are you on his side?
Of course not. Don't tell me.
Fine, then I won't tell you.
If you're not going to tell me, then let's rock and roll!
No, fine, I'll tell you. I have to tell someone. I mean, even if it's my sex toy. he's sitting in our spot, and he's with a woman. And I just stopped and stared at them from the sidewalk. I mean, they were so into each other that there's no way that he noticed me. In fact, they were so into each other that he proposed.
Pulled out a ring? Massive diamond?
Huge!
She said yes.
Yeah, she practically knocked him over and everyone else in the coffee shop. It's not a big place. She bumped into this waitress carrying a dish full of trays and a tray full of dishes, and everything fell to the floor and broke.
You watched all of that from the sidewalk?
Yeah, and then I went inside. I mean, I had to climb over all the broken dishes she broke on the floor.
You went inside of the coffee shop?
Yeah, I'm a risk taker.
A risk taker? You've had the same masturbation routine for 20 years. You're risk adverse. You like the familiar.
Well, even if that were true, and it's not, I guess the adrenaline must have taken a hold of me. I just had to see his stupid face. I had to see him see me seeing him.
That sounds like a riddle. That's why I like sex. So simple.
Is it?
Well, people like you like to make it complicated. Did you punch him?
Yeah, I punched him. I mean, after I stepped over all those broken dishes.
Was it satisfying?
No, not at all. Not even a little bit. I mean, I wanted to see a flash of recognition in his eyes, but he didn't react. He didn't realize who I was. Like I was nothing to him, and I never had been.
Who cares what this guy thinks? Or what he remembers? Maybe the knockout gave him amnesia. This guy didn't even make you come.
Kate.
Yeah. The one thing I liked about you dating him was that you used me all the time. I'm pretty sure you used me more than you had sex with him. And he was your boyfriend.
Yeah. I mean, there's a reason why I killed him.
I don't think you really loved him.
I didn't. Oh my god. I don't know. Like, maybe something's wrong with me. Like, I just can't believe I walked out of that coffee shop now that we're talking about it.
Are you sure that nobody saw you?
I mean, I don't think anybody saw me. Everybody was on their phones.
Too busy maintaining a brand to notice a murder.
Yeah. I bet if I made a hashtag, they would have noticed.
It's not too late.
I'm not trying to get caught. I mean, look, don't you think if they had noticed that I'd gone viral by now?
It'd be too easy for me to make an STD joke right now.
Oh my god, I never believed in hell before, but now that I've killed someone.
Hell's fine. Satan's there, and he's a cool dude.
Are you a Satanist?
Sex toys don't discriminate.
Does Satan have sex?
Damn right, Satan fucks.
Okay, what's his cock like?
Thick, red, curved.
How long is it?
10 inches.
Oh, that's too much.
You need to push your limits.
I think when you're a former honor roll student who still collects Pokemon cards, killing someone is pushing your limit.
I wonder where his body is now.
He always wanted an elaborate funeral.
I always wonder what kind of funeral I'd have.
Nobody has funerals for sex toys.
But they should. We're beloved.
Oh, you are beloved. I mean, My relationship with you has lasted longer than it has with any man.
On that note, I just realized this play would not pass the Bechdel test.
What is that?
It's a test for how women are represented in fictional works. Two women characters have to talk about something other than a man, and preferably be named too.
So you and I can't talk about a man.
No.
Do you count as a woman? I mean, you're pretty phallic.
That sounds transphobic.
Well, and I don't even know your name.
You named me?
I never named you.
Come on. Dildy?
No way! That must have been a past life. Are you
Lives. Plural. But
Lives?
You're right. I'm a vibrator now. I'm living the life I've always wanted.
I'm so glad. Spidey.
You named me! I knew you would!
Naming something humanizes it.
Vibe. I liked it.
I'm glad. Do you know my name?
No. But I didn't name you.
I know you didn't name me, my parents named me, but do you know my name?
Vagina lady?
You think my parents named me Vagina Lady?
Pussycat? No! Kitty!
No.
I'm making educated guesses here.
I just don't understand how we could know each other this long and you have no clue what my name is.
Even if I guessed it, we would not pass the Bechdel test. My favorite sex toy by Christine Stoddard would not pass the Bechdel test. We've spent way too many pages of this stupid script talking about your ex, a man.
Okay, I also wanted to ask you about what you said before about being reincarnated.
My many, many lives?
Yeah, is that a thing?
Yes. We have 9 lives. Sex toys are like cats. You've heard of reincarnation, aren't you? Haven't you?
Yeah, I mean, I live in Brooklyn, like half my friends are Buddhist, so.
When I lived in Brooklyn, I was a natural crystal dildo. I lit up chakras and healed energies.
Did you wear Birkenstocks too?
No, and I know you didn't wear Birks in that coffee shop, or else you would have slipped and fell in that puddle of your ex's blood. And as far as I can tell, right now your skull isn't cracked. What I'm dying to know is how come you're not in jail right now?
I mean, I still think that nobody saw it because nothing has come out on the phones. But about the Bechdel test, thank you for clearing that up for me. I understand about the women being represented, but it wouldn't make a lot of sense to me if I didn't tell you about a huge life event like my first ever murder. When you've been my sex toy since I was 18. I mean, this is the longest relationship I've ever had, and relationships thrive on intimacy.
Thank you for telling me about your first ever murder. I'm honored.
Thank you for listening.
Why do I feel like we're in couples therapy right now?
We don't need to be in therapy to communicate.
Maybe we should go to therapy. I feel like we're drifting apart.
That's natural. It's a fact of life. Every couple drifts apart.
Did you and your ex drift apart?
I don't think we ever occupied the same ocean.
You and I have always occupied the same dingy apartment.
It's not that dingy.
The guys you brought home just know better than to say it is.
Actually, I would say it's pretty average. And speaking of average, I've always wanted to know, is my vagina average?
Every vagina is like a flower, perfectly unique.
No, I thought that was snowflakes.
Snowflakes and vaginas. You deserve to be with someone who treats you like a special snowflake, and not sarcastically.
I think that expression is only used sarcastically these days. I mean, it's too ingrained in the anti-progressive rhetoric.
I don't think Republicans really do sarcasm.
You must be right. Do Republicans really do orgasms?
Nah. Well, sometimes the men do.
No surprise there. Have you ever been a sex toy for a Republican?
Yep.
Okay,
In my second life.
what was that like?
I was a bridal shower present. I stayed in my box at the back of a closet for a couple of years. Then I was moved to a dumpster.
Oh.
Then a landfill. I spent more time in the landfill than I did in the back of the bride's closet. My third life began when I was compacted.
You know, my ex was from a Republican family.
Was he a Republican?
No!
I think you should really put yourself out there.
I mean, I'm just too impatient. You know, I want to meet my soulmate now.
Maybe. Maybe here is your soulmate.
No way. I could not bring you as a +1 to a wedding.
Are you going to let social expectations deny you what your soul wants?
No.
Is it because I'm not 6'4"?
6 feet would do.
I wonder if your ex is 6 feet underground now.
There's no way that they buried him that quickly.
Have you checked the obituaries yet?
It hasn't even been 24 hours.
This is the internet age. Anything can be published in 30 minutes.
I'm not checking the obituaries. I know what I did. This wasn't a dream.
Certainly no sexual fantasy.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I really have no sense of urgency. What is wrong with me?
Do you think if you go to jail, they'll let you bring me?
I'm not going to jail.
Maybe when the police start asking around, someone will inquire about that mousy woman in the back of their photos. You didn't wear that to the village, did you?
My life is not a fashion shoot. And is it part of your job making me feel good?
Make you feel great once you start making more of an effort.
I make an effort some of the time, and where has that gotten me?
It's a numbers game.
Why am I even talking to you? I mean, I should be packing my bags and getting ready to get out of the city for a bit. I mean, you're right. I could be in the background of someone's pictures and suddenly arouse suspicion. I shouldn't be so sure. Oh my god. No, I gotta get out of here.
When I'm right, I'm right.
I just said you were right.
Yeah, I'm right.
Okay, there is no way you're my soulmate.
There's no way this is my 9th life.
This is your 9th life?
Yep. Last.
Oh my god. So I'm your last person?
Yeah. You're my I don't get destroyed in the process, but that's unlikely. We've already discussed people don't like secondhand sex toys.
So you'll never fuck anyone again?
More than likely, you're my final fuck. Probably won't be yours though.
I wouldn't hold your breath.
Or are you gonna become a nun now?
A nun who masturbates? Sure.
I don't think that's really allowed in convents. Although, who would know?
Besides God.
God is very down with masturbation. I, Bybee, support you.
My ex never supported me.
So glad you killed that guy.
Do you think the cops will understand why I killed him?
Maybe if they're women? I don't really think of cops as having much empathy.
You've met cops before?
Again, 9 lives.
Have you ever been the sex toy for a cop?
In my 4th life, my owner used me during partner sex while dating a cop.
What was that like?
The cop's vagina had teeth like a German shepherd's.
Really?
No, not really. Cops' vaginas are like anyone else's.
I thought our vaginas were snowflakes.
Lines don't work well on you. I'm not confident in your desire for me.
Oh, well, you can never be fully confident in someone's desire for you. It's one of the great tragedies and mysteries of love.
I don't agree.
I don't agree.
I don't, and I'm entitled to my opinion.
Okay, fine. I just think you need to be a little more confident.
That you want me?
I'll always want you.
Good. Because you should always want an orgasm.
Even when I'm 70 years old.
Especially when you're 70 years old.
I hope I have a partner then.
You might. You might not. Maybe you'll kill him. One thing's certain. You'll always have yourself. I'm back.
In front of all these people?
Pretend you're not in a play.
How can I just pretend I'm not in a play?
I swear you didn't know you were in a play at the beginning of this.
Yeah, but you had to go and tell me. Am I just supposed to pretend that didn't happen?
Just lie back.
I don't know if I can relax.
Just relax!
I feel so tense. I'm a fugitive on the run, you know.
I thought you were so confident that no one saw you.
Hey.
Yeah?
Am I your favorite? I mean, I told you you were my favorite.
No need to get sentimental. I'm not dead yet.
Okay, so I'm not. That's fine.
I didn't
No big
say
deal.
anything.
Yeah, so that's how I know I'm not your favorite.
I don't want anything to drive us apart.
Just tell me who your favorite was.
It's you.
Really? You don't have to say that, you know.
I love you.
I love you too! I'm still a fugitive on the run.
Oh, you're so tense. I thought you were convinced that nobody saw you.
Yeah, well, you're welcome to check the obituary starting tomorrow.
I don't have hands.
Well, then how did you read the thesaurus?
Fine. I know about the other sex toys. A butt plug helped me.
You want to keep having sex with me.
Yeah, I'm insatiable.
Okay, but I'm mortal. I will die one day. You can't have sex with me forever.
I'll find someone else. Maybe I'll sneak back into the sex part of the truck stop.
No way! You're way too snobby to go back there.
I'll do what I gotta do.
Taquito grease.
Oh, disgusting.
See?
Listen. I really do love you.
I love you too. Stop talking.
You stop talking.
Our chemistry is unreal.
I know. I love you.
I love you too. Shut up.
You just said no talking.
For real. Just enjoy the moment.
I am. This isn't Nirvana yet.
I know. You will let me know when we get there.
Interested in any of those. We are also very happy to take photos with folks.
Yes.
We hope you'll come up on stage, jump us, grab us, take photos with us. But yeah,